So before we started, there were two things that came up. You asked me about my name, Sifu Slim. My real name is Henry Kreuter, and I went with Sifu Slim back in 2008 when I started this initiative because I wanted to have something that was a little bit playful. I've been doing martial arts a long time. Fitness is my main sport, but I do lots of other sports connected to team sports, individual sports. The list is very long, and but fitness is my mainstay. I would call myself a Jack LaLanne devotee, and it's been really helpful because when you're a thin person with a small frame, as I am, and I wanted to play sports, wrestling, football, kill the guy with the ball was really popular when I was an 8 to 15-year-old. I mean, we were just doing that all the time. The fitness was what allowed me to at least not get hurt, not dominate the bigger, stronger linebacker built kids, but that fitness was a mainstay, and I just kept on it, and I do not miss. That's kind of my thing, and almost like my daily mantra is to move your body, and I'll do that usually every bathroom break. There'll be some stretches or some movement, and then one big one in the morning, and then maybe a tennis game or a little bit of a run, and then a stretch before I go to sleep at night, just a light 3 to 5 minute stretch. So that's been like a mainstream. So Sifu is the father, teacher, master in martial arts, or sensei in the Japanese arts, Shifu in Mandarin, Sifu in Cantonese. And I thought it was a nice playful way to say, hey, I've been working on mind, body, and spirit and self mastery all these years, and I'm still a skinny guy, still a the Gilligan Michael Jackson build, even though I always wanted to kind of build up to a linebacker and put on that extra 30, 40 pounds, never able to do it. And right now I'm really happy that I'm 179, which is high for me. And it's maybe because of age. I'm about to turn 60. I do not know. I'm very happy right now. It could be because of that. And who the heck knows, but I'm happy at
Well,
178, 179.
you look great. You look like you're in great shape, and so you're doing something right. That's for sure. How did you get into jujitsu? I'm very interested in that, and
Yeah.
I've had it on my checklist to go to a couple different places, but I just have not got into that quite yet.
Well, in my unconscious mind, I think I have a vein of philosophy that is a saver and a financially frugal person. Um,
Me
I
too.
do
Me too.
I do like to save money. I do not mind spending on a occasional really nice golf course, or the chiropractor or what have you. But I would like to have more money coming in than going out. So I've been wired for that. And in the back of my head, I always knew that skiing and golf, those are two of my most expensive and my favorite sports. They can break the bank if you really get
Yeah.
into either of those. I know somebody back in the late 80s in Cape Cod in one summer, that was in the late 80s when golf was a lot cheaper. He told me that he spent, and this was August, but between June and August, end of August, he had spent $3,500 on his golf greens fees, and that's not counting range balls. That's not counting driving to the course. And nowadays we'd be doing chiropractics to go along with our golf game. Now I would guess you take that number and you'd almost multiply it by 10, or at least half a 10, multiply it by
It's
five,
not
and that
cheap to golf.
yeah, that would be $20,000 or something at public courses to play a variety of public courses in a summer. And now there are a lot of places where carts are mandatory. It's not just that they want to make money; they also want play to speed along. So those are some of the things that prompted me when jujitsu came along, and somebody invited me into that, and I found that I had some ability into it, and I really liked it. $150 a month or $250 a month right now, whatever it costs, is so reasonable compared to $150 per day at a golf course. A nicer public course would be $150 a day, and I think Pebble Beach up in the Monterey area would probably be $500 or $600 for one
Oh
round.
yeah. Yeah. So is it a monthly membership for the jujitsu? And do you have a spot to go that you recommend for someone like myself just getting started?
Yeah, I'm going to put a plug into all the jujitsu centers I've ever been to. I've never had a bad experience in a jujitsu gym. They're very much, it's like a brother. You go in, or so the females there, your sisters, they look out for you. You think about the owner of the gym and the coaches. If you're injured, they don't have a student anymore, and then they have a potential liability or a bad apple complaining about them. So they really want to take care of you and bring you along at the proper pace. And you might go in and sign up and go, I want to do 5 or 6 days a week. I would tell people, hey, you know, you don't learn golf that way. You don't learn tennis
Right.
that way. Come on, take it in stride. It's a new thing. Do 2 days a week is a good time, and continue your fitness and your stretching and your therapeutical exercises and chiropractic physical therapy, and put all in there. So that's what I would do, Andy. And here in Santa Barbara, my longtime contact and gym is Valhalla Elite Training
Okay.
Center, and I
Yeah.
have videos of Michael McDonald, the head Sifu and owner, and myself, and these cool interviews on YouTube. So check out Sifu Slim and Sifu Mike on YouTube.
Yeah. I've got